My story has been a hard one for me to tell, not because it's too emotionally charged, but I struggle with order. I've always had a hard time organizing my thoughts, and I would become distracted with minor details and lose track of where I was. The reason you should listen to my speech is because I will lead you through a series of unfortunate events that will turn out to be a blessing. My main points will be using language, telling stories, and generating interest. I will be using these techniques from the Norton Field Guide to Speaking. Using language is to help audience know what it's like, page 238. Telling stories is about shaping stories, page 259. Generating interest helps evolve audience sense of interest, page 268. The story begins when I was 8.5 months pregnant with my son. I was trying to work up to my due date to save as much maternity leave as possible. So one morning, I headed out to work and I noticed there was one less car in my driveway than there was the night before. My husband and I spent the whole morning on the phone with insurance representatives after reporting the car stolen to the police. We were being overcharged and with bad insurance. They informed us that our car was stolen was not covered for theft. Now there I was, almost due and pregnant. We changed insurance coverage as soon as possible and found out we were able to get 3 times the coverage for the same price we were already used to paying, so we switched. A few days later, our car was recovered and only a few cosmetics was damaged. Then the due date came and my youngest son was born. We had to stay in the hospital for 3 nights at the hospital because of a few complications. When we got home, we worked to get our 2 daughters settled into their new rooms after having to change rooms because of the new addition to our family. 1 week after my son was born, we had a pizza and movie night with the kids and fell asleep relatively early. When I woke up, I was startled to see my husband standing next to me on the side of the bed, and I asked him, "What are you doing?" He asked me, "Is it smoky in here?" I jumped out of my bed, and my husband went out to check the house. He called out and told me the toilet was on fire, and to get the kids and go out to the Jeep. He came out with our oldest daughter and said that the ceiling was on fire, and he called 911. We were all safe and being checked out by the firefighters when we noticed our 5-year-old daughter decided to save something on the way out of the burning building. What was so important? A 2-liter bottle of soda from the night before. So the stolen car led to better insurance just before our house fire. My 3 points were using language, telling stories, generating interest. So I value better insurance coverage, while my 5-year-old values soda.